Alright, Shalom, ya Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the Apostle GMS, and all his brothers that are doing the work in truth, what sincerity. Now, this basically is a response, to GMSJamaica questions, IUIC in Kingston. All I'm going to pose to IUIC is what about the tribe of Benjamin, right? So this is Romans 15 and 4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, and that's the point. We're not, whenever we bring up rape doctrine, we're not saying go and do it. We're just saying the scriptures say you can. Man, you do that shit in this kingdom, what's going to happen? You're going into prisons. Man, you're going to end up being forced to take the chip. And what good is that? Because what they're talking about chipping all the prisoners, man. I mean, the scripture says free and bond. So don't be doing that shit, man. All we say at GMS is that scripturally, there's nothing wrong with it. And as I'm about to bring out, what about the tribe of Benjamin? Right, so basically you had Judges 19 to 21 basically have a situation which to keep it short leads in a war between Israel and Benjamin, and the men of Benjamin are basically killed. A lot of the men of Benjamin are killed. I forgot off the top of my head how many remained, right? But the situation was, as you read in verse 1 of Judges 21, it says, now the men of Israel had sworn in Mizpah, saying, there shall not any of us give his daughter unto Benjamin to wife. Now, obviously, if you know anything, if you make a vow to the Lord, you fucking keep it, man. Yeah, so they're basically like saying, okay, cool, what should we do? How if Benjamin don't get any wives, right, then they're gonna run out eventually, because all the men will die, etc, 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 right? Because all the so it says verse 8 says, and they said, what one is there of the tribes of Israel that came not up to Mizpah to the Lord? And behold, there came none to the camp from Jabesh Gilead to the assembly. For the people were numbered, and behold, there were none of the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead there. It says, and the congregation sent thither 12,000 men of the valiantest, and commanded them, saying, go and smite the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead with the edge of the sword, with the women and the children. And this is the thing ye shall do. Ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that hath lain with man. That hath lain by man, rather. Now, why does it say that? Every woman that hath lain by man. That's because she is not able to be married, right? Because she's already married to another man. That's why it says not lain by man. Because the whole point there is basically getting the tribe of Benjamin wives. Right, but if she's already laid with a man, she can't be your wife. That's adultery, man. Says, and they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins that had known no man by lying with any male, and they brought them up to the camp to Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. It says, and the whole congregation sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin that were in the rock Ramon, and to call peaceably unto them. And Benjamin came again at that time, and they gave them wives which they had saved alive of the women of Jabesh Gilead, and yet so they sufficed them not. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because that the Lord had made a breach, in the tribes of Israel. Right? Let me just look if I can get to the point. I can't really see the point. Anyway, so let me just carry on. It says, then the Lord of the then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing that the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Like I said, that was the whole point of this exercise. They're like, damn, we've killed, all the women are gone of Benjamin. We've said we're not giving them any women. What should we do here? Right? It says, howbeit we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in the place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon, rather. It says, therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, and listen closely, go and lie in wait in the vineyards. And see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. What the fuck is that talking about? Were they going off? No, they weren't going off. You know, how did the Most High judge them for this action? What's this talking about? It says, go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and then catch you a wife. And you know, if you know anything about the scriptures, what is marriage? Marriage is consummated by basically popping a woman, man. So what this is saying is, go and hide in the vineyards, right? And if the daughters come out, go and catch them and go fucking rape them, man. You know, that's why the script, man. So what about the tribe of Benjamin? What about the tribe of Benjamin? That's the question. Were these men going off? Man. So you know, Judges 19 to 21 is a good read, period. You know, if you can be bothered, you can go watch, you know, the nonsense that IUIC were basically talking, man. I've just mainly jumped straight to the responses because, man, these guys talk bullshit, man. They just talk bullshit. They work on emotions. You know, they're trying to appease the women because they care about the women in their congregation, man. They want to keep them because they know that's where the money's at, man. You know, but we here at GMS, man, we defend the gospel, man. We defend the gospel, man. You know, and with that, I'm going to say shalom.